Okay, our guest is a journalist who covers the extremist Christian beat. She's the author of Power Worshippers, and her excellent new book, which everyone should read, is called Money, Lies, and God. Katherine Stewart. How are you?
Oh, great to be here. Thank you so much. That was hilarious. I loved it.
Sometimes these things are like, I don't know, like I was working on something totally different, and then it popped in my head, and I was like, oh God.
I know, and you were like, here's something stupid. He says it to me, and then before I could even like return, I was like, it's stupid. I don't know. Stephanie had gotten a hold of it.
Yeah.
So that was that.
Yeah. It was all done.
It was all done.
So since last time I saw you, you've never been on the 5-8. You have been on my podcast. After the book came out, I would say there's been countless lies, a lot less money than there was like maybe 3 days ago. And I have not seen God anywhere.
No, where's God?
How are you? How are you feeling about things?
I they told us what they were going to do, and they're doing it. They're smashing the administrative state, the institutions of a functioning democracy, as they said that they would. And a lot of what we're seeing is sort of based in this fantasy. I mean, I call the movement overall a form of reactionary nihilism. And it's absolutely true. We're seeing this play out in real time. I mean, they want to destroy things. They're more motivated by destruction than by the idea that they want to create something new and workable and real and good. And when they do talk about what they want to create, it's based on absolute fantasy, like a fantasy of a kind of imagined past that never existed the way that they think it did, but that also has these kind of reactionary elements. The idea that, all the money and power accrues to those at the very tippy top, which we're seeing Trump and his cronies set up. They want to impoverish everybody else and then hand off key functions that were previously handled by the government, subject to ethics constraints, et cetera, hand them off to his cronies. I mean, the most recent thing I saw today is that Trump wants to put some new company that no one's ever heard of and has no record of doing anything in charge of, I think it's the petroleum reserves.
Yes.
They want to give them over
storage.
$1 billion. Yeah, petroleum storage. What is it? $1.8 billion they want to give them to do this? Or is it 2.8? Like some huge amount of money. I mean, this is obviously one of Trump's shambolic buddies, and this is what this leads to. I mean,
right. And the childishness of the fantasy, right? That they're all engaged in is. That's such a perfect example is a storage thing, because these are people who just run a real estate storage. It's just storage. It's like public storage. It's like your storage units
for like books and furniture.
It's
not petroleum,
and not the nation's petroleum reserve, but because because they're in the business of storage, and the petroleum reserve is called the petroleum storage. This is a way to do storage.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like, you can store couches and sofas and desks. Oh, yeah, sure. Just put some petroleum in those rooms. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. But, this is sort of what they've been telling us all along. I mean, they've been telling us that they think a democratic political order and its institutions are so bad that they need to be destroyed. They see no real value in the world as it exists. And they sort of, have been running this, idea that government is terrible. It needs to be smashed up. But, here's the thing. We need to be reminded of all the good things that a functioning government can do and all the really bad things. And we're being reminded now of all the bad things that happen when you have a lack of functioning and effective government, or a government that's run totally for the benefit of dear leader and his cronies at the tippy top. So I think that, people who exalt that kind of completely fictitious fantasy and unrealistic fantasy about a world that they think they're going to create, which will never exist, it's sort of a pipe dream. I think these people really count as nihilists. Their vision is really not based in reality. It's retreating into a fantasy that that's projected onto the past, really.